Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at similar shapes and being able to find from those similar shapes missing side links. So this is a problem I'm taking from CPM, course 3, and this is section 8.1.1, number 8-12. It says find the lengths of the missing sides on the similar shapes at the right. So we've got these two shapes. They're telling us they're similar, right? So being similar means that they're the same angles. Each of these angles are the same, but the shapes are sized differently, right? So we have this one is larger than that one, and it also because they're similar. I know that there is a scale factor. So with similar figures, similar shapes, you have a scale factor. Scale factor is how much smaller is this to this, or how much bigger is this to that, or vice versa, right? So our scale factor in this case, I'm going to go from the the big to the small, is you just do a corresponding ratio of corresponding sides is how you get the scale factor. So it's a ratio of corresponding sides. Oop, corresponding sides, right? So ratio of corresponding sides. So what we need to look for is side lengths that I already know, and I can create a ratio. So if I look, I've got this one here is 22 millimeters, and that one there is 33 millimeters. Well, I guess these are not to scale because that's 22 and that's 33. Then this should be the bigger one. So we'll just I just realized that. So it's not to scale, absolutely not to scale. So really, if that's 22 millimeters and that's 33 millimeters, then actually this one is supposed to be the bigger one, but again, not drawn to scale apparently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my scale factor in we'll call this triangle A and this one B. So if I do my scale factor as B over A, that's going to tell me how much this one, what's this, if I go from here to here, my scale factor would be 33 over 22, which simplifies to be 3 halves, right? I can divide top and bottom by 11. So it's 1.5 times larger from here to here. Okay, so that then gives me some help when I talk about going from here to here. If this is 54, y, right? So here I can solve for y. Y would be 54 times 1.5 because it's 1.5, right? If I check my math this way, I would take 22 times 1.5 and I'm going to get 33. That's how I go from this length to this length. So I want to do the same thing. I'm going to take 54 and multiply it by 1.5, and that'll give me this length here, that y, right? Because those are corresponding sides. So when I do that math there, I end up with, what was that, 81? Check real quick here. 81, yes. So y is equal to 81. There's one length, okay? Z, I can see Z. Z is the same thing. I'm going to take Z to get Z. These are my corresponding lengths for Z. So I have 15 and Z. So it's 15 times 1.5. And that's going to give me 22.5, I believe. Let me check. Yes, 22.5. Oh, by the way, these are all in, I should put my units, millimeters. So Z is 22.5 millimeters. Y is 81 millimeters. And my last one is X. Now, this one I got to go the other direction, right? So it would normally be, I'd say X times 1.5 is going to give me that 40. So to solve for X, really X is going to equal 40 divided by 1.5, right? Because if I'm going from here to here, I've been multiplying, the scale factor has been multiplying by 1.5. So I've got to go the other way, which is divide by 1.5. So I'm going to take 40 and divide by 1.5. And I get 26 and 2/3. Oops, 26 and 2/3. And again, millimeters. 26 and 2/3. All right. So there are my answers, as well as how to find those missing side links of similar shapes.